Hey guys, how's it going? It's Al. Top running backs for week 15 on Draftkings. We're going to go through and talk about some of the 5-box running backs, guys who tick off all those 5 boxes that we have identified on this channel. Do they have a possibility of getting 20 plus touches? Are they involved in the passing game? Usage inside the 5-yard line. Are they favored and are they at home? Each one of those individually gives you a back-tested data to show that players that have those things attached to them on a week, those trends attached to them on a week, gives them a good chance of outperforming their projection for the week. Now, when you put all 5 of them together, it really becomes powerful. And some of them are going to be chalk and some of them are not. And when you can find some that aren't going to be chalk, it might put you in a position to make some good plays against percentage in tournaments that allows you to be contrarian without being stupid. So that's why we highlight them first. Then I'll go over a few guys as well who are not 5-box running backs. I did want to say thank you, however, because we hit 50,000 subs on the YouTube channel, which means you guys have triggered giveaways all week this week. We're going to start with the rotogrinders one. I'm going to ask you guys a trivia question. We're going to go over it right after the intro here. All you got to do is answer the question. Give it a shot. I'm going to ask you a trivia question. You put an answer down below in the replies, and I will choose from the correct answers randomly a winner. We're going to have 3 winners today. You're going to get a 30-day Core 4 membership to rotogrinders.com. That's all sports, NFL, NBA, college football, everything is involved, I believe, in that Core 4. 3 of those are going to be given away today, and all you got to do is A, subscribe to the channel, and B, drop an answer to the trivia question right down below. So thank you guys very much for all the continued support over the years, and specifically right now getting us to 50K. Got to subscribe to win. So drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the notifications bell, and leave me a reply to the trivia question. It's going to come up right after the intro. Now.
He's a legend.
Our trivia question for the first giveaway of the week. Which rookie running back since 1980 had the most PPR fantasy points per game among qualified participants? So it's not going to be somebody that played 1 or 2 games. They have had to play over half the season. Which rookie running back had the most PPR fantasy points since 1980 in their rookie year? Put that answer down below. Take a shot at it. Even if you have no idea, take a guess. Drop it down below in the replies after you like the video. 3 of you are going to be put into a random number generator after we get that. If you subscribe, you have to subscribe to win. And 3 of you are going to get those rotogrinders memberships. So thank you guys for being a part of the channel. And I'm super happy to give these away. We'll be picking the winners after lineups lock on Sunday. So you have all week to come up with these answers. All week to come up with the answers. The Smiz Gang Listener League, smizzle.tv/league. It is 5 max this week. We got them to keep it at 32. I said, DraftKings, please, just don't make it smaller. Just keep it where it is. Maybe if we extend to 5 max, a couple people who had been entering 3 max will enter 5. It's still not mass multi-entry, but it is still absolutely no rake. So $10, 5 max. If you're a 3 max guy and you want to stay 3 max, fine. If you want to play a single entry, also fine. But this might help us fill it, which will keep the league going, because absolutely no rake is definitely the way to go. Our cover boy for this video is James Robinson. 5 boxes going up against Houston. Projects to be a 5-box running back, even though the last 2 weeks he has not seen that. But against the Rams on the road and against Tennessee on the road, he kind of got scripted out of this game. Now, we do have the big 500-pound gorilla in the room is Urban Meyer and his pouty ass. So like maybe James Robinson can't overcome the locker room strife and all of the weird things that are going on. We have boots on the ground that said that both the owner, Mr. Khan, and Urban having a meeting today. So we got moles in the buildings, guys. Like boots on the ground have let us know that they're in a meeting today, and that doesn't always happen between coaches and owners at this point in the season. So hopefully James Robinson can just do what he wants. This is a very weird week for running backs. There's not all that much premium. The highest price one is like $7,800. Most of them are going to fall in this $5,000 to like $6,400 range, which is going to lead to a lot of stacks and double stacks. But like I don't see people paying up very much for running backs. So paying up to like that 7,000 to 8,000 range might lead you to being a little bit more contrarian. because Myles Gaskin at 5,600 is also a $5 running back once again this week. Should be fresh since he was placed on the COVID restriction list, health and safety protocols last week. Now he gets the MESS mess here in week 15. If we have done nothing on this channel, we have targeted running backs against the Jets every week. Every single week, we just play the running back against Jets. And guess what? It's like it's the Franklin Mint plates, right? I'm not saying that Myles Gaskin is going to be a running back who has a big week against the Jets in week 15, but all the others have. So deal with that information as you will. So look, since Brown went down with an injury, every game that he has played, he has seen a ton of usage. We like that. Good usage inside the 5-yard line. Good usage in the passing game. Would love to see more here. He thrives as a pass catcher. Would love to see like 4 to 6 passes go to him. Tua looks like he is actually like above average, like hashtag good at this point, where when they get him more weapons in the offensive game, like if they had Will Fuller all season and they had Devontae Parker for every single game this year, I believe that his stats would have been a lot better, considering that Will Fuller has been an elevator of talent at the quarterback position. If you were to look up splits in games that Will Fuller played versus games Will Fuller did not, Deshaun Watson was a much better quarterback in the games that Fuller played than not, and that includes games where obviously Nuke Hopkins was there. So Fuller's the elevator in that situation, and if he was there, this would be a different situation. It's not. I would hope that Gaskin gets more targets, but I like the volume and the usage where it is, and I love the matchup against the Jets at the price. Elijah Mitchell at 6,200 was ruled out for last week. Wait, what? Has been ruled out? This is new. Word? No, that was last week. I was like, oh my God. Scared the hell out of me. I was like, I've got him in the freaking video. How can you do that to me? 6,200 going up against Atlanta. A really good spot for running backs. Basically, not as bad as the Jets, but like for years, we've been streaming running backs against Atlanta. Mitchell, when healthy, has been by far the preferred running back. Now, you can expect him to cede some carries to our beautiful boy Deebo Samuel, but like not enough to make him not viable. 25 touches last game that he played in week 13, 32 against Minnesota, 27 here. Like when he is healthy, he is the primary guy. Not getting 100% of the inside the 10 touches, and Deebo Samuel can't continue to score 35-yard touchdowns on the ground. Like it's he can't keep getting away with this. So Elijah Mitchell at home in this spot, $5 running back. Absolutely love him this week as well, if healthy. Now, the Broncos is a weird situation because Javonte Williams did get out-touched last week and out-snapped last week, 24 to 16 or whatever it was. I like both of these running backs, but Melvin Gordon at 5,900 had a sprained thumb. If he misses this week, again, it's the same situation as last week, right? We're at 30,000 feet circling the airport. If MG3 is in, you can bet that they're going to want to establish the run with both of these guys, especially if they get the lead. They're going to be extremely run heavy in neutral game script situations to try to keep Teddy from having to win games for him, because that's just not what their identity is this year. Hopefully they can bring in a real quarterback. Not that Teddy B's not a real quarterback. He's backup caliber. He's not a guy who's going to push the offense and do things, but like, can you imagine this Broncos offense in 2022 if like Aaron Rodgers or a healthy Russ Wilson or whatever gets to play around with all of those offensive weapons on the outside with Sutton and Patrick and Judy and Fant, and then with Gordon going to free agency, you'd have Javonte Williams as well. This is an offense that's just a rocket emoji waiting to happen, and we're not quite there yet. So in the case that they're there, I probably prefer both are there. I probably prefer Gordon a little bit over Javonte Williams at the lower price, but if he is out, if Melvin Gordon III is out, then Javonte Williams becomes an absolute rocket ship emoji this week at 6,100. Miles Sanders is our final $5 running back in this spot, going up against Washington. With Hurts coming back, them being back, I think that he's going to be the lowest priced of all the guys that we first mentioned on this list, as nobody wants to play Miles Sanders, and there's so many other places to go this week at that price point that his percentage should stay under 10 and possibly under 5. But considering the amount of volume that he's gotten recently since coming back from injury in week 11 and how efficient he's been with every single touch, the arrows are pointing up for Miles Sanders. And with that amount of usage, the touchdown regression should be real in a positive way for us if we are rostering Miles Sanders. Najee Harris is the high dollar player who gets the most consistent volume week in, week out. This Steelers offense is not great. And look, it's an ugly game. It's going to have a low total. I think it's 40.5. The Titans are favored in this spot, but like a game flow independent running back in the sense that like if they're winning, it's because Najee Harris is doing things. And if they're losing, Najee Harris just gets more targets. So his volume is secured. He is way more expensive than everybody else, and I expect his percentage in tournaments to be lower than it would be on a slate where there's $8,500 running backs, $9,500 running backs. He is the most expensive guy, so to me, it looks like a pay up to be contrarian spot for Najee. Joe Mixon has been quite good. That offense has been quite good, scoring like over 20 points each of the last 4 weeks. Big time upside with him, especially when they get close. Their identity is to want to run the football. Again, another ugly spot. It is at Denver. That defense is not terrible. And Joe Mixon with 2 straight weeks under 60 rushing yards. But again, it's an ugly slate, guys. It's just the way that it's going this week. So the non-5-box running backs, Joe Mixon would be the next best one. You know that there's massive touchdown upside here. His usage in the passing game is somewhat predicated on the team winning or losing. So like if they're getting throttled, he does tend to get more targets. I know he didn't against the Chargers in week 13, but you look back, games that they were not playing from ahead: Cleveland, 5 targets; Jets, they lost that game, 5 targets; Pittsburgh, they won a lot, but he still had 4 targets. It just fluctuates up and down, and that's why I like him more probably on FanDuel than Draftkings most weeks, because it's more touchdown oriented over there. Draftkings, he really needs to have those receptions or bust off long runs in order to be able to access his ceiling in that spot. And DeAndre Swift at 6,300 this week should be back. They're hopeful that he'll be available for Sunday's matchup against Arizona in a game that they project to probably be playing from behind. And at 6,300, a very fair price for DeAndre Swift, considering that he was a smash at the price basically early in the season. Then as he got priced up, he had to do a whole lot more for you. So with his usage consistently in the passing game, even at like 55 to 60% of the snaps, if healthy, he provides you with a chance to get you 18 to 25 fantasy points, which would absolutely smash his value and pay off for you. So I like him as kind of a contrarian play this week as well. Thank you guys for watching the video. Make sure that you take part in that giveaway. Drop a reply down below. Take a guess of what the answer is, and I'll get you guys all those prizes as the week goes on. So thank you for watching. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel because you got to subscribe to win. Look out for another video right there.
He's a legend.